Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. So, we're going to start a new chat today. Welcome to day 3. And we're just going to copy in what ChatGPT made for us, our 30-day plan. And we're going to start with day 2 because yesterday, even though it's day 3 today, yesterday we did day 1 of ChatGPT's plan. And today we are going to do day 2. Day 2, or maybe not. Today, maybe we do day 1. Maybe we didn't do the deep why yesterday. Did we do it? I don't know. What's your deep why? So you can work alongside with me. I'm going to use my deep why because, yeah, I am who I am. So let's see. Let's just go up to here. Okay, so week 1 is clarify our core values. Today's video, we will be clarify our core values. So walk us through how to achieve this. Ask me any questions as if you are an expert in getting the best answers. And here we go. What's it going to give us? It's thinking, it's clarifying our core values in 2 minutes, and it's telling us how to make a video. But that's not what we're going to do. Okay, it's saying you are a world-class executive coach. There you go. So this is the virtual twin persona. Okay, so do whatever you need to do to get my core values. Let's hope that it gives us something. I think of the project or goal that feels most urgent and exciting to you right now. Why does accomplishing that matter to you personally? Now, I can answer that, but I'm trying to get into the mind of someone who just lost their job or is afraid they're going to lose their job. So hopefully something that aligns with why you're even watching this. And you may not know so let me say, what if the individual is unsure of what that is? Can you ask a series of questions and I'm doing this all live and just making it up with you because I feel like that's most helpful for you to see that it's really about articulating your questions. And even when you don't know exactly to articulate it, it's like, one of the things that in life, when I would, be in a business meeting or anything really, if I felt like I didn't have the right words, I sometimes wouldn't say anything. And what's wonderful about ChatGPT is that even when you don't have the right words, it works to help you articulate what it is that you're trying to articulate. And when it gives you an answer that's not in alignment with your intention, you can just say this isn't in alignment with my intention. These are the areas that I feel need to be improved, and this is why, or this is how. And through a back and forth dialogue, it's like having $1 million editor to help you through every thought pattern. So what if the individual is unsure of what that is? Can you ask a series of questions that help to unveil it? And what's it gonna say? And what's it gonna say? Yeah, so I've for the first time, oh, is it gonna say anything? Um, for the first time in my life, if it doesn't say anything, which is pretty rare, but it doesn't seem to be, I'm just gonna stop it and try again, but it needs to actually stop. So for some reason it got caught. So I stopped it and I'm just going to ask the question again. It looks like we lost my video. Let's see. We might have to make this in 2 parts. So break. Finally, we are back. And we're just going to pick up where we left off, even though I've done like 20 videos and it wasn't working. But now we're back. And okay, so what we want to do is we really want to, we're asking ChatGPT to do a deep dive and help us figure out what are our core values and our goals. Because I'm assuming, I think we covered it in a video and hopefully it's there. And if it's not, I will repeat it. And that is just that if you don't know because you're about to lose your job or you have lost your job or you expect you might lose your job and you're just kind of dealing with the day to day and can't quite identify what are your goals right now. You're not familiar with what your goals are. You may know your core values, you may not. We're asking ChatGPT, we're doing this live together to try to figure out what are our core values so that we can develop something that's in alignment with our core values. So pick the juiciest, what is this? When someone feels unsure about their core values or even what matters most. So remember I asked, or if you don't remember, if it's not in the video, what if the individual does not know what their core values are or their goals? How can you get to it in the truest way? So, peak energy moment. Recall a time that you felt completely alive and in flow in work, in play, in study. What were you doing? What felt so good about it? A quiet pride decision. Name a decision you made that still makes you proud, even if no one else noticed. Okay, I'm just going to go through this with you and try to answer it honestly so that we're really creating something. So we're going to be creating something live together. I'm going to do it for me. I already have a lot of businesses that I'm building, a lot of different softwares and physical businesses. I definitely am not trying to get another one going, but who knows what will happen. So a peak energy moment, recall what, so I'm just going to answer them one at a time. And it says 1 to 3 sentences. And one of the things that I said in one of the videos, I don't know if it was covered, like even if you don't know the full answer, you don't quite know how to answer, just do it to the best of your ability. And if you need to negotiate with ChatGPT to get to the truest answer, it will help you. So recall a time where you felt completely alive and in flow, in work, in play, in study. What were you doing and what felt so good about it? Question 1, answer. There's so much I could say, but I kind of want to say running on the beach, but I don't know that that's going to make a business, but we can try it. Running on the beach, barefoot with the dog, or what I really love and what kind of keeps me up at night. So, what I really love and what keeps me up at night are when I see a problem that doesn't have a solution and I imagine finding out more about the problem and what possible solutions could help. that is really what keeps me up at night. And ChatGPT is a good partner in finding that. So that might be more useful than the running on the beach. Um, let's start with that. Um, when you picture yourself running barefoot on the beach, on the sand, what do you experience about that that matters most? So it didn't even go to the second part. But when you picture yourself running on the beach with the sand, what about it? Yeah, the freedom, the freedom. But it's not just that; it's also the salt water, the salt, the water, the sand, the minerals, the sun, and how my foot lands on the sand, and how my whole body is affected, and what the salt and the minerals do to my body, and um, what else? And yes, it is an atomic, or at least molecular, theory I begin to consider. It's true. Um, and watching the tides, and how all the animals are showing or not showing themselves, and how they are acting, how that all changes day to day, hour to hour, and at times of the month. I mean, that is the truth. Okay, it wants to focus on the beach. Here we go. You light up when you feel the sand, the salt, the minerals, the shifting tides, and when you start asking molecular level questions about what they're doing to your body and the animals around you. Why is being so deeply attuned? See, we didn't even get to the next series of questions. It's just diving in. Why is being so deeply attuned to those natural rhythms and their effects so important to you personally? Well, I am curious about how we are affected and how we affect our environment, but not just that. I am also curious, not at a mass scale, but at a minuscule scale, and at a mass scale, and how it affects our emotions, our health, our relationships. I have a hunch that the microcosmic results on our body, or stemming from our body, are in tune with the macrocosmic. And also, when I ran daily on the beach barefoot, barefoot, I saw my body, my feet, and my entire body change, both in shape, in how I move, and in my comfort, and, as you said, my freedom. It was both physical and emotional, and it felt like freedom of spirit. But in truth, I am very curious about the subscale particles, atoms, if you will, and how they dialogue with the fusion of the sun and the movement of the planets. It's a big topic, but it is a fascination. I have sometimes wondered about building an app that allows me to talk to the sun and ask it questions about its patterns, past, present, and what may be coming, and how that resonance and frequency affects bodies on Earth and experiences. So I'm kind of diving deep, and I don't know if you would be able to dive this deep, but I'm just kind of revealing my curiosities. Meaning, I don't know if you like, this is something that I've actually, this sort of software I've played around with building before. So it just came out. It reminded me why one of the reasons I love being on the ocean. But here, why number 4? You felt firsthand how tuning into these micro and macro rhythms reshapes your body, emotions, and even the idea of freedom. And you're driven to probe it further, maybe even build an app that talks to the sun. Why does uncovering and sharing that hidden dialogue between cosmic forces and everyday human experience feel so meaningful to me personally? Well, it's really cool. Well, I deeply care about health and joy. It is my greatest desire that people feel happy and peaceful within, and that this becomes contagious. I have a hunch we are not only interconnected, but that frequency drives our experiences, our physical being, and our emotional being. I would love to use AI to reveal patterns and ask more questions. In this case, to the expert that is the sun that holds us all together on this planet and alive. Last layer. You want to spark contagious joy and peace by revealing the frequencies that weave the sun, the earth, and our bodies together. As using AI as your translator. So why is it so vital that that other people experience this understanding and harmony rather than you simply exploring it yourself? Good question. I think I want to experience and explore it myself. I don't know if it's meaningful to anyone else, but I am curious as an architect to know more, because the sun is our source of clean and perpetual energy. I am honestly curious about clean and perpetual energy and how we can create that at a small scale that can power our devices, not necessarily, not necessarily as solar power, but learning from the rhythm and frequencies. Does that make sense? So I want the app to dial, so I can dialogue with the sun and learn from the sun and possibly make a product that helps people have perpetual energy. I know it sounds far-fetched and maybe not an immediate money maker, but possibly others may want to talk to the sun for other reasons. What do you think? Okay, so wow. Okay, let's see what it says. I'm going to shrink myself because I can't see it all. So your core values: cosmic curiosity, an insatiable drive to understand the dance between microparticles in the sun and living systems. Harmony, natural harmony, aligning body, mind, technology, and architecture with the rhythms of the tides, minerals, light, and planetary motion. Embodied freedom, feeling wholly alive, bare feet on sand, body in flow, then designing spaces and tools that give others the same liberation. Holistic well-being, spreading contagious health and joy by decoding frequencies that nourish cells, emotions, and relationships. Sustainable ingenuity, turning those insights into clean, perpetual energy, ideas that serve both the planet and the people. Shared discovery, translating complex patterns into simple, inviting ways for anyone to talk to the sun. Top five are the through lines. 6 is an emerging value you may cultivate as the project grows. What is the project? And what does it think the project is? Because I have an idea. Working title: Talk to the Sun, a conversational AI that lets anyone ask the sun questions, streaming real time solar, geomagnetic, environmental data that then turns those insights into daily health and energy optimization tips. I mean, I think it's interesting. Would you use it? Does anyone else care? How do we know if I love it? Like, I love it. How do we know if anyone else will care about it? Evaluating market interest. It's already evaluating market interest. I mean, I just want to build it. I want to use it. I know that we are building something that we hope that other people will use. I mean, we are not unique in the sense that, well, I can't imagine I'm the only one that would want to use it. There must be others around the world. Even if there's 100 others of the billions of people on this planet, I would be building it for someone. Look for existing demands. Circadian, your natural rhythm, 100,000 installs. Schumann resonance tracker, 10,000 installs. Space weather live. I mean, who doesn't want to talk to the sun? There's already a visible audience. Our job is to verify they'll pay for your conversational layer that turns raw data into personal guidance. Fast validation playbook, 7 to 10 days. Fake door, landing page. Okay, so it's saying Reddit and Twitter ads, one question poll. So now we get to the point, we haven't even started our list of the 30 days. And I already see that we're going to go down a tangent because we just developed what I care about, which is I want to talk to the sun, which means that I have to create a software that allows me to talk to the sun. I mean, that's the way I see it. And I don't know if I'm jumping ahead because, as I said, I have been using AI for more than 3 years and I know how to make a software, but I say we just jump into it. I think that's maybe the most useful that I can be for you is taking you through the whole process of creating from discovering what you're passionate about and then uh, diving into how to bring that to life, both building the software, how to get the word out, just the whole thing. So I'm not going to take any more of your time today. If anybody's interested in what ChatGPT has given me, I can send it as a PDF. Just ask in the comments below. And otherwise, I will look at it before tomorrow's video and we will choose a direction. Have a great day.